What is the definition of wrongfulness? Are we to hold someone that is mentally ill to the same definition legally? Thank you, jurors.
The instruction is the instruction.
That's kind of my feelings, but I mean, we could state that there is not a statutory definition. They are just to apply the ordinary, common, everyday type definition to wrongfulness. Because that's kind of what the case law says. There is no set definition, so use its ordinary meaning. What about the second part? Are we to hold someone that is mentally ill to the same definition legally?
I don't think you can answer that. That's their determination.
Yeah.
And I apologize, I'm sitting down. The court's explaining wrongfulness, and I think you just have to direct it back to the instruction after that.
That's kind of my thought. I mean,
Well, they said mentally ill. I mean, the
Yeah,
question uses that term, mentally ill, versus this statutory language. Because it sounds like they're asking a question that is outside of the statutory language.
what is the definition of wrongfulness? Question mark. Are we to hold someone that is mentally ill to the same definition legally?
Because I mean, mentally ill is depression. Like there's
No, yeah, I mean,
18,000 types of mentally ill.
And that's why I'm saying I don't think you can answer the question. You have to direct it back to the instruction, and the instruction says exactly it has to be severe mental illness.
So if the legislature had intended there to be two different standards, one for someone who's not mentally ill and one for someone that is mentally ill, then there'd be two different standards. That question is there a different standard that needs to be applied?
in effect, that's what they're saying.
That's a jury issue. I don't think the court can probably answer that question.
We have just a second, Jeff. Same standard. The same for folks with or without.
Judge, they're asking if the question if wrongfulness applies, that second question, I think a correct legal answer would be the same standards apply. As far as the definition of wrongfulness or the application of wrongfulness, which refers back to the insanity statute about the severe mental illness, which you wouldn't need to go there, just answer that question in those terms.
That's a jury issue. They want to look at it and say, they can look at him and make that determination. If they want to say, well, a person clear mind might understand it one way, a person unclear mind might understand another way, given their deficiencies. So I don't think you can point them in one direction or the other.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's kind of a slippery slope. It's the same standard for everybody unless they find the person is incapable of understanding the wrongfulness of his act. And then then you got a different standard. I mean, because it kind of circles itself back around to the original question about wrongfulness.
And so, I mean, and that's what, I mean, my initial thought was that's why the court has to, I think, can answer the first question in the way we were discussing, and then say, as to the remaining question, direct you back
To
to
the
charge.
affirmative, the charge on insanity defense.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, get it written up, written, and then I'll,